Have you ever met someone who just has it? They walk into a room, not flashy, not loud, not trying to be seen, and yet somehow everyone straightens up a little. Not out of fear, not because of status, but because something about their energy just feels elevated, grounded, subtly magnetic. This person isn't name-dropping their job title or flexing their lifestyle on social media. They're not sipping matcha from a $90 tumbler or quoting Stoic philosophy for clout. What they're doing is so subtle, most people miss it. But if you know what to look for, you can feel it instantly. These people carry quiet habits, habits that whisper, not scream. I've got class. I don't need to prove it. Let's break down 7 of the most quietly powerful modern-day habits that instantly signal refinement. Not just to the world, but to yourself. Number 1. They use names with social precision, not just correctness. It's not just that they pronounce your name correctly. It's how they use it. Classy people speak your name with respect, not control. And in this generation, that subtle difference really matters. Here's what they don't do. They don't shorten your name without asking. They don't play cutesy with it like you're a cartoon character. And they definitely don't turn it into a nickname contest like it's social recess. They get that your name is your identity, your brand, your story. In a world where people are constantly trying to dominate conversations through speed, volume, or confidence, classy people pause, listen, and make space for your full name, your real name. Even online, they'll check your profile, reread your message, and spell it correctly in replies. No lazy, hey you or bruh, that's new gen class. Respect in the DMs, clarity in the group chat, and intentionality when they talk about you behind your back. In a good way, and when in doubt, they ask. Class isn't about knowing everything. It's about caring enough to get it right. Number 2, they're thoughtfully polite without needing credit. You know, the vibe, someone brings up how kind they are. Constantly, I always tip extra. That's just how I was raised. I made a playlist for the Uber driver. I always say thank you to service staff, and it's like, okay, thanks for the TED Talk on manners. Modern class, it's about quiet grace. You don't post your good deeds for clout. You don't announce your kindness like a PR campaign. You just do it for the person receiving it. Maybe you hold space in a conversation for someone who's rarely heard. Maybe you text a sincere thank you the day after a party, not just for the invite, but for the little details that made it special. Or you pick up trash at the beach without going live on Instagram. These are small acts that say, I'm aware, I'm present, I give a damn. Not because I want to look like a good person, but because I want to be one, especially when no one's watching. Number 3, they follow through like a pro. No reminder required. This one, oh, it's sexy. In a world drowning in ghosting, forgetfulness, and LOL, sorry, I totally meant to reply. Someone who actually does what they say they'll do. It's refreshing, it's rare, it's powerful. It says, my word means something. Your time is valuable. I'm not just reacting to life. I'm responding with care. Maybe it's replying to your message when they said they would. Maybe it's sending that recipe they promised with a bonus TikTok recommendation that made them think of you. Maybe it's showing up on time without blaming the algorithm or Mercury in retrograde. And when they can't follow through, they let you know kindly, promptly. No guilt trip, no drama, just respect. It's not about being robotic. It's about being responsible. Quiet class says, I'm reliable, and not because you forced me to be. Number 4. They don't correct their partner publicly, even when they're right. This one might be the most quietly elegant move on the list. So just imagine this. A couple is sharing a story together. One of them messes up a small detail, maybe the location, the date, or who said what. The other one knows it's wrong, but instead of jumping in with, actually, that's not what happened, they just let it ride. Why do they do that? Because, they understand something deeper than just truth. Tone is more important than trivia. They realize that public correction isn't really about being accurate. It's about power. And honestly, classy people just don't play power games with their partner in front of an audience. Sure, clarify things in private. Yes, absolutely, talk it out later. But not during a toast, a story, or a shared moment. That's not just elegance, that's emotional intelligence. It's not about being fake, not at all. It's about honoring the vibe, really, because your partner isn't just your co-pilot. They're your reflection, and well, what you say about them in front of others reveals everything about your relationship. Number 5, they speak about others with specific respect, not performative praise. You can tell a lot about someone by how they talk about people who aren't in the room, especially people close to them. Polished people, they speak about their partners, friends and colleagues with layered language. Not my boyfriend, oh he's such a mess, but I love him, lol, or she's crazy but she's my bestie. But instead he's thoughtful in ways most people miss, or she sees things I don't. That's why I trust her. Even online they don't repost cringe videos dunking on their crazy ex. They don't tweet about how men ain't *T after every awkward Hinge date. They keep their private life sacred. That's the flex. You don't need to show off your partner. You don't need to hide them either. You just speak of them and others with soft power. It's not sanitized, it's not scripted, it's just measured. Real class elevates everyone it touches. Number 6, they protect other people's dignity in small public moments. Someone drops a drink, trips on their words, enters the wrong Zoom room. You know what refined people do? Nothing. Or rather, they do something, but it's invisible to most. They don't laugh, they don't gasp, they don't make it a bigger deal than it already is. They soften the landing, they offer a napkin, a redirect, a new topic. They keep your humanity intact without making it awkward. In the age of viral shaming, screenshots, and well, did you see what just happened? This kind of compassion is honestly revolutionary. It's not about ignoring mistakes, it's about knowing when to let them breathe. That's the kind of person people feel safe around, trusted, seen. Not because they're perfect, but because they protect the room from turning into a spectacle. That's real elegance. Not in your outfit, but in your energy. Number 7, they say thank you like they mean it, and then say it again. Anyone can say thanks with an emoji, but refined people go deeper. Their gratitude is like good perfume, not loud, but it lingers. They notice what went into something, the intention, the effort, the emotional labor, and their thank you reflects that. It sounds like you didn't have to do that, but I'm so glad you did. Or that one thing you said, it stuck with me all week, and the way you made that space feel safe, I noticed. They thank you not just for what you did, but how you did it. And when they remember later, maybe a week, a month, even a year, they bring it up. That too is class. Not just remembering the moment, but remembering you. So here's the truth. You don't need a designer bag. You don't need a British accent. You don't need a master class in etiquette. You need presence, awareness, a calm kind of confidence that says, I don't need to be the loudest. I just need to be real and intentional. Because real class, it doesn't announce itself. It doesn't beg for attention. It simply moves through the world with quiet power. It makes everyone else feel safer, seen, and steadier because of it. So tell me, what's one quiet habit that made you feel someone had true class? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and if this resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who has that same magnetic grace. Until next time, stay present, stay grounded, and as always, stay classy.